Hi everyone, welcome back to the Western Centurion channel. Today is Wednesday the 20th of July and boy what a stonker a day it is as well. I think summer has arrived. Yesterday the temperature here actually reached, or on the thermometer on our patio, reached 39 Celsius. And I tell you, that was minging. There was no breeze and it was sweltering. It got quite unbearable, to be honest, but even in the house, because there's no breeze, it was obviously not as hot, but it was very uncomfortable, shall we say. So it's a bit cooler today. I think it's around about, what have we got on here, 29, 31, yeah, 31 to 32 degrees Celsius today. But hey, I'm not complaining. I love this sort of weather, I really do. I thrive in it. Probably from my days in Africa, I expect. But yes, anyway, what have I been up to? I'm obviously on holiday this week, so we're sort of like mooching around in Costa del Stratton. About the only holiday place we can go to at the moment. But yes, I've been up to a few things. I've got some not so good news on the development of the layout, but then again, always bounce back with some good news. Okay, so plan A, wasn't it, was to use these electromagnets, and as we discovered, they were not adequate for the job because they overheated. So plan B was solenoids, wasn't it? Well, the solenoids turned up, and here is the solenoid. But the only problem with this solenoid, because it's only 12 volts, it's not that strong, to be honest. It was a pull push, so when you activate the solenoid, it pull up, and when you deactivate it or turn the power off, it will drop back down. But the pressure for it dropping back down depends on the spring that's attached, and the spring isn't that strong, to be honest. So there's very little chance of that being enough to make sure this went down on the lock properly. So plan B was a bit of a failure as well. Shame really. I love solenoids. I think maybe if we had 110 volt or 240 volt, it would be a bit better. But so plan B is a failure. So at least it was plan D. Well, I skipped plan C because I really didn't like that one at all. Okay, so I went to plan D, which was my very last plan, and that's basically what I've gone with. Alright, so plan D was, and still is, this. Pretty much basically a foot. So if I take this insert off, we have an M10 adjustable foot. Alright, got these off eBay. I'll show you on here. There we are, M10 feet, and that's what this is. You can get them in different sizes. You have to decide on what you want to go for. They're not too expensive either, actually, to be honest. Let's see what the price we're going for. 99p for one, but obviously the more you buy, the cheaper they are. So of course, to fit this into a piece of wood, you need an insert, an M10 threaded insert. And that's what I got here, but it's not practical for wood, to be honest. I should have brought the proper ones, which are that one. Okay, so as you can see, you've got the M10 thread, that's 13mm, and you've got these little spikes on there, so when you drill the hole in the wood, you whack that in, and these little spikes will dig into the wood and grip and stop it turning. When I used these, I had to glue them into place, but that's absolutely fine. They'll do, because once I've got it to the right level, that'll hopefully be the last time I actually have to touch them and turn them. But I also thought that it's a better idea than everything else I wanted to do. As usual, as soon as you said, I've over-engineered everything, but hey, that's the fun. Well, to me it's the fun. I love to try different ideas and see if they'll work. Plan A, plan B didn't work. So back to the good old basics of something solid and manipulable. So I have actually made some videos of me fitting one of these to the leg of the fiddle yard. I've done all three, so I've done those two legs over there next to the double doors, and I've done the leg on the fiddle yard baseboard next to the single door. So, and it works really well. So I've done the video. I'll try and pop that into this video somewhere so you can see how I did it. A few little hiccups whilst doing it. I think it was more like a bloopers video, to be honest, whilst doing it. But I'll try and make it as good as I can. So yeah, they are now done. Both of them are done, which basically just leaves laying the track, which is my next, which will be my next update on the layout. Okay, and looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to starting it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it this week whilst I'm on holiday, because Friday I actually have to paint here now to paint the garage floor, so I've got to get that done and out of the way, and at some point I've got to get the alarm fitted and activated. So that's two projects really which I'll be doing before I start laying the track. And what else was there? Oh yes, yeah. Not long ago I bought some LEDs off a company on eBay, and I bought 2 packs, so that was 10 meters in total. Each pack had a 5 meters length of LEDs. I won't go through it all now. I'll do a separate one for that. But what I've done on one of the packs, I've actually cut it all up, soldered it up, and fitted it on our parasol on the patio. So at night I can plug it in, and we've got illumination in the parasol. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely love it. But I'll do a little video on that at some point or other for you. So what I'll do now, I'll actually get the camera off the tripod, and I'll show you what the legs look like now they're in place. Okay, so catch you again in a moment. Bye bye. Okay, and here we are. I've already taken the leg off, and first thing I need to do is to cut a certain, or a small amount off the bottom of the leg. That's just to make allowance for the foot that I'll be putting up inside. Okay, so I've decided to cut 20 millimeters off, because I'll also be, the hole I drill into the floor is going to be 10 mil deep, so it'll be a total of 30 mil, and that will give me some good amount of play for adjusting the foot or the feet at any time if ever I need to. So first thing we'll do is we will measure this by 20 millimeters. There we go. And do that a bit cack-handed. There, that's better. That's straight. Next thing, you will cut it off. So I just turn this round to there. There's a clamp to hold it into place. There we go. I'm not too worried about it being perfectly straight, because obviously when the foot is in place, that is what will even out any errors I make in the cutting. That's the first one done. Right, obviously next we've got to try and find the centre point on here, which is quite easily done. Again, you just grab hold of this and we'll mark a line from corner to corner. There. You see, we now know where the centre is. So I'll just get the drill set up and we'll get on with that, okay? Okay, so first thing we need to do is to measure the size of the insert, the M10 insert, okay? So just use a set of calipers. That's telling me it's just under 16 millimeters. So I shall use a 60mm flat drill bit. So we put that into the drill. Like so. And then I've got to find somewhere to secure this, seeing I've got rid of my bench a while ago. Okay, I can just put it onto here. There, that's sturdy enough. So, how deep do I need to go? Let's have a look. To go to that. I'll drill down to about the end here. That should be more than enough. Okay, let's get started. There we are. There's the hole perfectly drilled. Just check that goes into there. Drops down nicely. Yeah, brilliant. I'm happy with that. So if I take the foot out, dropping that down inside, put it on the floor, and with a hammer we'll just knock it all the way in. Job done. Once that in, put the nut in, tighten up. I know that's the wrong sort of insert to be using in wood. It's obviously for fabricated metal, but for me it'll do fine. Look, I say that, look, and it's come out. So, use the right equipment and you won't have this problem. Tell you what, a bit of wood glue. Right, so let's try the glue, shall we? Cap off. That's actually gone down. You know what? I don't think that's actually deep enough. There. Yep, that's better. Okay. Put a bit of glue on. Just the way. Right, got the glue on, pop that back down inside. Grab a cloth, or a towel, there we go. Done. Alright, so that's the first leg done. I'll get the other leg done and then we'll drill the hole in the floor for the foot to drop down into. Okay, so back in a mo. Right, okay, so when I leveled the leg up, I then just with a pencil basically drew around the foot itself. And the way I managed to get the centre point to drill is basically just using 2 rulers, one flat up against this edge, and then another one like so, and then just draw a line up, do the same here and the same along there, and then basically just from corner to corner, and that gives us the centre point for the hole. The next step was to measure the diameter of the foot. There we are, it's showing about, what's that, 43.6 mil. So basically need a 44 mil hole. Now trying to find a drill bit for 44 mil that will drill me a flat hole is near on impossible. So what I did go and buy was what's called an expansive drill bit. So basically this is, I think, 22 mil to 76 mil, just by swapping over these pieces. So at the moment I've got that at 44 mil. If we want to go any bigger, you take that out and put this one in. Really handy tool, quite expensive. This cost me £17 from Screwfix, but it had very good reviews. There were cheaper ones on Amazon, but not very good reviews. They were saying that they were blunt and stuff like that, so I didn't want that. Now this is the first time I've ever used one of these, so shall we give it a go? In the centre, and let's drill. Wow, that looks good already, doesn't it? With the foot.
You talking to yourself?
Yeah.
Is it better talking to yourself?
Not really.
Oh.
Right. A bit funny. Debbie just come down to the garage and she come in and say, "Are you talking to yourself? Are you talking to yourself?" I was loony. Right. Okay, now that was 44 mil. I checked it with the foot and it's not big enough. Okay, so what I've done, I now adjusted this to 45. Let's see what we can do with that. Perfect. Look at that. Slots in beautifully. So I'll carry on. Just go down a bit deeper. There we are. Look. Not quite 10 mil, but I think that will do. That'll be more than enough. Brilliant. I'm really happy with that. So I'm a bit worried of going down any deeper because I don't want a big hole down to the garage floor. So yeah, that's it. That's how it's done. Okay. I'll do the video afterwards after I've done both of them and the legs are on and it's all done and finished. Okay, so catch you then. Bye bye. And welcome back everyone. And here we are. This is the finished product. So as you can see, feet, the adjustable feet are fitted on the legs, and I've drilled, I suppose, a hole approximately 10mm in depth for the feet to sit into. So when the legs come down, they've actually got somewhere to slot into to make sure that they're perfectly straight and can't accidentally be kicked out or not. I think it's worked really well, to be honest. And if I take you around here, you can see the other leg, albeit a bit dark. There. And if the wood should start shrinking or expanding or just change at any time once the layout's up and running, I can readjust it to make sure that the height is correct. And I think that's going to work perfectly. You know, something so simple, but yeah, I know I still wanted to do something with electromagnets or solenoids, but hey, simplicity is best sometimes, don't you think? And all my subscribers who actually said about simplicity, you are bang on, you really were. And this is just as easy. I don't have to bend down or anything. Obviously my only concern is that when to get this out the hole, I've obviously got to lift the layout up, and obviously when the track goes over here and where I cut it, I'm going to have to make sure I've got enough gap so that I can lift this up very slightly so that foot comes out the hole in the floor. But I'll work on that. Oh, and these bits here is just so when the flap is down, these legs, when they fold up around this way, can sit into there in that groove in there, just to keep them in place, otherwise they tend to flop out a bit. And that's it. That's all I've done really. I haven't done a lot since my last update video, but to be honest, I've just been having fun and enjoying life at the moment and enjoying my my week off work. Okay, so until next time, you all have a fabulous weekend when it comes up, and I hope this weather's still about for you all. Alright, so take care, see you again soon. Bye bye.